All right, as promised, here's a video of the answers for the practice test we took today in class. Number one, we were told to root both sides in order to solve. So we subtracted 16 from both sides. We got x squared equals negative 16. And when we tried to square root both sides, we saw that we were trying to square root that negative. So we said no solution. Number two, we were told to root both sides, so we're going to isolate the variable, add 81 to both sides, get x squared equals 81. We already have a coefficient of 1, so now we just need to root both sides. Remember that positive or negative right there on your 81, okay? Remember that positive or negative there? So that gives us two solutions. X can be positive or negative 9. Number three, we already isolated our variable, but we do not have a coefficient of 1. So the first thing we need to do is divide both sides by 3. Then we're going to get x squared equals 25. Then we're going to square root both sides. Remember that plus or minus again, so that x can equal positive 5 or negative 5. Those are our three samples of rooting both sides. Now solve by factoring. Number 4, a is 1. We say thank you. That makes it really easy, right? We just factor right away. X and x. Then we look for, follow carefully, the factors of 15 that have a difference of positive 2. Again, the factors of 15 that have a difference of, that minus sign, positive 2. That would be positive 5 and negative 3. So there are our binomials. We set each factor equal to 0 and solve. X equals negative 5 or 3. Number 5, a does not equal 1, so yes, we have to split the middle. So we multiply a times c. 3 times 8 is 24. We look for the factors of 24. So let's come over here. Let's write our 24 and factor it, right? Sorry, I can't really see what I'm writing here. 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6. I need to find those two factors that have a difference of negative 10. So that's this 12 and 2 right here, right? The 6 and 4 give me 10, but I can't add them. It says here I have to take the difference. So I'm going to have to use a negative 12 and a positive 2. There they are. Now I group and factor. Please don't skip this step, gentlemen. Group and factor. Group, factor, group, factor. Remember when I factor this left side, I take out a 3 for the coefficient, x for the variable, and I'm left with x minus 4. I know that that has to be the binomial that I get over here. So I can go ahead and write that first. Then I can look up here and say, what do I have to take out of 2x minus 8 in order to get x minus 4? I see it's a 2, so I take it out. So now my two factors are x minus 4, the repeating binomial, and then what's left? This 3x and this plus 2. Then I set each of those factors equal to 0, solve for x. X equals 4 or negative 2/3. Okay, last one on this side. We're solved by factoring. I see that a isn't 1, bums me out, but I realize, wait a minute, all of these are divisible by 5. Okay, so I can take that 5 away completely. Just divide everything by 5. I get this nice a equals 1, x squared minus 3x minus 18. So I go straight to factor. X and x, which factors of 18 will give me a difference of negative 3. One more time. Which factors of 18 will give me a difference of negative 3. 3 and negative 6. Set each factor equal to 0 and solve. X equals negative 3 or x equals 6. All right, I'm going to do a second video for page 2. Here in case you need a screenshot of those answers. There you go.